All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Paulo Rubio, aka GN. I'm doing a live stream today. I'm doing a live podcast, and this should be an interesting one. I'm going to speak with an individual who I've never spoken to before, but through some light nudging from a trusted source, I've decided to just throw caution to the wind and may the truth prevail. Today, I'll be speaking with Mario Fernandez Quiroz regarding the VSCK system, and we will be talking about some truths and hopefully unraveling some truths about Master Sonny Umpad. So we'll see you in a minute. Here's the intro.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
You're finished.
Gotta wake up, bitch. Get up.
Oh,
Get up. Get up.
before it launched the counterattack. All right, everybody. I'd like to welcome my guest. Sir, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. I'm good. And you?
Okay, so I'm doing very well. So let's get right to the point.
Okay, sir.
Why are we here today speaking to each other?
To interview me about VSCK and how I met Master Sonny Umpad.
All right. So can
Am I
you
right?
tell us?
No.
Can you tell us that story? How did you meet Master Sonny Umpad?
Okay, Master Sonny Umpad, I met him last 1995, way back on my aunt's restaurant in Alameda. My auntie has a Filipino restaurant there in Webster, and he lived closer there to his house. And I used to actually, I met him there. So that time, I'm not aware of Filipino martial art. I was learning a different style before. My first martial arts is Wun Hop Kundu, Skatsu Kembo, by um, what do you call it? Aldacascos system. I learned from Sipo Bell Owens. That was before when I was back in Oakland. But when I got divorced, 1988, I went back to my family. So my aunts got a restaurant in Alameda in 1995. That's what Master Sonny used to go there and eat all the time. So that's what I made him.
How did
That's
you
why
become close?
Yeah, well, I know Master Sonny way back before I met him in 1995. I already know his family, his brother, his younger brother named Benji. Benji, we used to call him Benji Bigote. His brother used to be my real friend, you know. Yeah, that's my close friend. And I used to, when I was married, I used to see Sonny Umpad go to my, where I used to live in 65th in Oakland. That was before when I was married. I used to see him going around there, and his brother is my close friend, Benji. We call him Benji Bigote. That's his, that's his fresh young.
Back then, what was your first impression of Master Sonny? What was he like as a person? Is he forma? Is he quiet?
Oh, Master Sonny is very humble person. He's very nice. I don't even know he's a martial arts teacher until I find out that he teach a lot of what do you call that? Teacher of the teachers. I didn't even know that he's a master. He's very humble. He come around, and I met him before. I don't even know he's martial art teacher. But I know his brother. I know his real brother, Benji Bigote. I know him. That's why I get close to him. I know his girlfriend also. My Susani, Elena. I know all of them. I be close like my brother and my family. It's like a family to me. Maestro Sonny Umpad. Anyway, when I met him again in 1995, I said, yeah, I told him, I've seen you before. Yeah, that's fine. Then I don't know. Well, I was telling about martial arts, right? I was talking to him about martial arts. I said, and he told me like this, don't you know we have our own? What do you mean our own? Filipino, I wasn't aware of Filipino martial arts before. I said, what do you mean? Well, go to my house and I'll tell you what's Filipino martial art. So anyway, next day, I went to his house back there to in Alameda. But he lives on, what do you call that? Right there to, I went to his house, right? By Alameda College and by Nava Base, over that area. And I went to his house. I was shocked because I seen this training weapon on his wall. I said, whoa, he lives only in a small place, a small apartment. So I was shocked. I said, what? So I was shocked that time. That was 1995. So in there, he showed me he showed me Filipino martial arts. Then that's what he told me. He's the first guy, he first student, he first teacher who taught me not only the self-defense but also the history. History, he told me a lot of things. And then I got inspired to Filipino martial arts, and he taught me. And from there, I have a son. My son only 10 years old at the time. I was divorced. I used to bring him there. I used to bring to Master Sonny Umpad. And he used to teach him the moro moro, walking on the beam. He's only so that time my son used to spend every weekend he's supposed to he spend time with me. But in the long run, I didn't see him anymore. But anyway, when that is another apartment, he moved to another apartment, and he talked to me like this. Okay, this is your deal to me. You clean up my house. He told me, you clean up my house. This is the way you do to me. He told me, okay. I told him, and then send me anywhere, or like you want me to go to store for him. I buy a glue or everything. That's what I do for him. All right, so that's what every night we moved to another place because every once a year there's an inspector going to his house, clean up, if his house is clean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my job to do it. And also every night, and when he does his curriculum, I'm the only student go there at night. He doesn't allow another student there at night, especially at night. So he worked in his trade. And I'm the one what do you call that? I'll be feeding him. Gives me as a dummy. Then he give me, and then he videotape, and the VCR used to be the VCR tape, and he gave me one, and he told me like this: keep this VCR. This is your VCR right here. This is your certificate. That's what he told me. But anyway, when he's working in his curriculum, the next day, I see this guy's. Anyway, Jay or Greg, Kevin, then he's teaching them. I said, oh, that's the one. That's the one he practiced last night. I know that's the one he teach me that night. Next day, that's what he teach. So every night, that's what he's doing to me.
So anyway, you were sort of the test. See, I'm familiar with people like you who are inside a very close circle, and you are sort of part of the development team almost. Before he teaches something, he tries it out.
Yes, sir. Anyway, when I was learning from him, right? While I'm learning from him, I was teaching also in Berkeley, California, UC Berkeley. I got invited by Elric Jundis, the Filipino organization. That's what I met Greg and Jay. They're the one I met them before. I'm the one who introduced them to Maestro Sonny.
Oh, I see. Greg Manalo and Jay Jasper Cugao. Yes, and also Franz Jundis as well.
Yes, Franz Jundis. Yeah, Franz Jundis is a good guy. That guy is always invite me to his Filipino organization. They're teaching the Sirada system. He always invite me there, a part of the Filipino organization. That guy's a
Yeah,
good guy. He
Franz is a
treated
great
me.
guy. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
he's
yes,
an
yeah.
awesome, very knowledgeable,
Yes, yes,
and
yes. You
very
always in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They always invite me. Him and his brother Franz. So I remember what
yeah,
that.
Elric and
And
Franz. Yeah.
mhm. And that's why Greg and when I met Greg first, actually, I was in what's it? I think in Telegraph. I met Greg in Telegraph. And he was wearing Filipino flag, the T-shirt. So I told
Okay.
him I just, oh, Screamer. I invited him to. Yeah, why? He said, you come and join my class. I was teaching my class right there to I think Willow Park in
Hmm.
Telegraph. You know. So okay, then I started inviting. I teach him for a few months, But I told them that I know they are talented, they are quick learners, they got that. So I decided to introduce them to Maestro Sonny. So I told them to when I introduced them to Maestro Sonny, I told them to when you go to Maestro Sonny, Master Sonny Umpad, you go bless, bless, that's Filipino
Mano
culture.
po.
When you have respect to all the people,
Yes.
mano po like that. But I didn't realize that Maestro Sonny Umpad didn't like that.
Oh, okay.
But see, my intention is to respect him, not
Of
to
course.
look at it like an insult because he's still young, he's not that old, Right in Filipino, we say mano po for the old people.
Yeah.
So anyway, when I burned there, that's what I start. And then he start teaching the muro stand. He talked to me first, and then why he talked to me first before when Jay and Jake on the what do you call it, the living room. He talked to me. How's this guy doing? I think this guy is good. No, yeah, they're good. I told him, yeah. Now that's what he start. Teaching them. I'm glad. They're doing great.
What
Yeah.
is your relationship
Now,
now?
okay, what happened? Okay, what happened to me now? Okay, what happened to me is very 2002. Okay, well, I haven't seen my son for a while, right? I got, I found 2002. I found out my son got murdered, got
Oh,
killed in Oakland. Uh, so anyway, who the first one who find out is my Maestro Sonny Umpad. Actually, I have a student in campus. He told me, oh, he works in juvenile hall. He told me like this, oh, Guru, I want to find out what happened to your son. Maybe he's in juvenile hall, like that. Okay, because I haven't seen him for a while, so I don't know what happened to my son. Then so what happened was he find out, but he didn't tell me right away. He told to Maestro because I also introduced him to Maestro Sonny Umpad. I forgot this guy's name. Anyway, so he told to my son Umpad what happened to my son, and Maestro Sonny Umpad he talked to me, but he didn't tell me right away that your son got killed. No, not like that. He gave me a hint. He gave me a hint that if you have some closer family to you and you should accept. He gave me a hint like that. So at first I didn't understand what he's trying to say. So, well, but I kind of feeling it a little bit, right? So what he's trying to say? But next day, my student called me. I went back to my grandfather. My grandfather's got lived in Oakland, and my auntie have a restaurant in Alameda. I was in my grandfather's house. He told me, bro, you know what happened? What happened? I don't know what the. Your son got killed, huh? And then he went to my house. He showed me the newspaper that he got killed right there in
wow.
Mills College in MacArthur. My son, I said, oh, I was really devastated. But so much my Susani Umpad was there, comfort me. Was there, comfort me. Is helping me. I was, But anyway, and many years, we keep training. But I kind of, I would like, kind of, I don't want to tell you every detail. So kind of did committed a crime, and that's what I went in prison. I went in jail. When my Susani Umpad passed away, I wasn't there. I was in jail. So maybe some other my student, they look at me bad because they used to see me hang out with him all the time. And when he passed away, I wasn't there, but they didn't know the story. I was locked up. So and then after that, I
Wow.
was locked up. And after that, they bring me back here. When my fifth hearing, the judge asked me what I was fighting my case. The judge asked me if I want to fight your case or go back to the Philippines. So since too much trouble in prison, I told him I'd rather come back to the Philippines. He accused me. either you fight your case or come back to the Philippines for 10 years. You're supposed to say, to deport me here for 10 years. So I didn't hesitate. I told them I want to come back to the Philippines. That's what I said. So
Wow.
I went
So
back here. I'm here in the Philippines. Uh-huh.
you were
Yes, yes.
in
Go ahead, sir.
jail when Master
Uh-huh.
Sonny passed away. And
Yes, yes,
so
sir. I
the
was here.
people who were around him at the time were wondering, where's
That
Mario?
happened to me. Yes, yes,
Where's
yes.
Mario? Mario should be here. Where's Mario?
Yes, yes,
So,
yes. That's what did. Mm.
what do you think they were thinking?
I don't know. Maybe thinking that maybe I look bad to them, because I was close to them. All of a sudden, I mean, I can't blame them if they don't if they think that way to me, because I don't blame them, because I'm close to him, and all of a sudden when he passed away, I wasn't there. But this is the story. Maybe some of them they don't know the story, but this is now. I'm telling what's going on. Yeah. Now and
Among
after that,
Master.
I never went back. I just
Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
hmm. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm done. Okay.
Oh, my question was, among Master Sonny's friends and students,
Uh
who
huh.
are you the closest with, other than Master Sonny? Who did you have a good relationship
Well,
with among the people who surrounded Master Sonny at the time?
I have a good relationship with Greg and them. That's my relationship. But since they are training with my Maestro Sonny, I don't see them much. Anymore. They separate. They because they group. They I know they group with Ken, Kevin, Greg, Jay, and sometimes Maya come around there. They're in that group. My group at night. He practices with me at night. See, that's
Now,
the
when you
group. But I'm close to them also. I'm really close to them. All of them. It's all good.
yeah,
Mm.
are you close to them now?
Yes. Sir. Right now I don't know what they are. They're not really getting in touch with me. So I don't know. But so far that's good. They're doing their thing. But right now I'm just continue doing the VSCK right here in Batangas. I start trying to teach I have some PE student here and continue what my Susani taught me. And also I have a branch in Australia with Sipu Dana Wong. Yeah, that's our branch. Continue doing what and also the closer I have now. I forgot the suggest you asking me. Is Renato Alfonso is my closer one. He helped me. Renato Alfonso is one of oldest student of Maestro Sonny Umpad. Actually, he's the one who helped me out to come back here. I stopped training for a while, right? Came back 2018. I become Renato Alfonso become I friends in Facebook, and now he told me the story. So Renato Alfonso is the one who close. That's the answer. You asking me which one I'm closer to now? Is
Mhm.
Renato Alfonso is the one I'm closer to. The oldest student who is. That he's always assistant. Yes,
Now, sir,
yes, sir.
what do you call do you call your Filipino martial arts system something different, or do you still call it the Visayan style Corto Cadena
I still
system?
call it. I still call my style Bisayan style Kurto Cadena. I follow what my Susani taught me. And if I have any question, I also contact Renato Alfonso. He's always there, open my hands to me. If there's something I don't remember, I ask him. He's the one he told me. Sometimes once in a while, he teach me in a Zoom, privately.
Mhm.
And if I have any, because it's been a long time that I haven't been working out, I've been locked up because in jail you can't train martial arts. It's you can do martial
Right,
arts out there. So
right.
so if whatever I remember, that's why I teach my student here. But sometimes if I don't forget, if I have a question, I contact Renato Alfonso, and that's what he showed me. You know, he
Here
always helped me out there. Yeah.
here's a question, and if you don't want to answer this question, it's okay.
Mm. Okay, okay,
But
sir.
while in prison, did you learn anything there that will eventually help your Filipino martial arts?
Do I learn anything in prison? That say it again, sir. Yeah.
Did you learn anything in prison that can be valuable to your Filipino martial art?
Yes, well, when I was in prison, it was pretty deep, because it's a quite right there. I survived. I'm glad that I know what I know, because if I don't know what I know, I could have been get killed over there. So
I can.
I'm glad that I know what I know, what I thought, what I learned from Master Sonny. Because if I don't know what I know, when that riot happened over there, I could have been get killed. Anyway, when the judge told me that he make me a choice, which one do you want to do? You want to fight your case or go back to Philippines? I didn't hesitate to come back to the Philippines because I don't want that, that experience. I experienced something in there. It's very bad, you know.
Right. And now
Yes.
I just want to be clear about this. I want to be clear that
Uh,
you attribute your survival during that
yes, sir.
riot because of
Yes, sir.
Master Sonny Umpad's teachings to you.
Taught me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Exactly, sir.
Now, let's talk about you now a little bit. A little bit. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Why why do you want your story to be heard? Why do you want your story to be told? And what are your plans in the future for your expression or interpretation of Master Sonny Umpad's teachings? What would you like to happen?
Okay. First of all, okay. First of all, I want them to know everybody that why I know I even me myself I feel bad that when my Sonny Umpad passed away I wasn't there. I want everybody to know what happened to me, you know. And I want everybody to know I do not disgrace him or I always respect him all the time. You know, it's like a family to me. I don't want them to think that I just, disrespect my Sonny when I wasn't there. I want them to clear that. That is, he's in my heart all the time, you know. And also, I want to them to know to continue whatever I learned from him. I continue passing it to next generation. That's what I'm doing over here. A lot of my student is youngster, but in continue whatever I learned from him. His art, actually, yeah.
Tell me about those nights in his apartment when he would train you and he would experiment on concepts and using you. Did you enjoy it at the time? Did you understand
Yeah,
that this was important? It's
yes,
going to be important
yeah,
one day?
yes, sir. Well, when at that time I just follow, whatever he told me, threw me a punch and all that. This, and then, yes, I don't know. It's very important, And then he didn't tell me anything. We're just training, and then what he does is he give me one videotape, and then keep this in one for himself. That's what he does to his student. A lot of students buy your own tape, one for him and one for us to keep, we to keep VCR. So when he told me that, and he told me keep this videotape, this is your what I call that, this is your certificate. So I figured that maybe this use me that as certificate because I'm not like everybody. Everybody pay their dues, but the way I pay my dues to him is to clean and to serve him, you know, and clean his house. And when he send me to buy something here in the store, this and that, I do that for him. So I'm just the small guy of which student.
What was the age difference between you and
Yes,
Master
I know
Sonny
it's
at the time?
very. Uh man, he didn't tell. I was only like I think 10 years maybe about that. Yeah, I was like I don't know, when I first time like what 38 something like that. I think my Sunny was like 950 already or something like that. But
He was on.
49. He didn't tell his age actually. When I was with him, he didn't tell his real age, to everybody. He just kept it to himself. I just find out now his age when he passed away.
But
Yeah, he
maybe
didn't
there was about
even
10
his
years
birthday.
between you two.
He didn't even. Yes. About that much.
About 10 years.
I have a feeling. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. This is really interesting to me because I would like to know more about Master Sonny because I know very little about
Yeah.
him, to be honest. I know very
Yeah.
little.
Uh-huh.
What do you think made him uh, a special mind?
Okay. What you mean? Yeah, okay. I'll tell you the story about VSCK. You know that system Visayan style. Why he named? I know the story why he named that VSCK
Okay,
Visayan
I don't.
style Corto Cadena. Uh, okay. You know why he named that? Because he dedicated to all master who passed away before. He told me that exactly. He don't even what do you call that? Clear that he doesn't what do you call that? He made like he doesn't say that this is my own system. No, he dedicated to all the grandmaster who passed away. So it's not it's for everyone. That's why he made that Visayan style, Portugal Visayan style, because all the master is originally came from Visayan, right? Or Escrimador. That's why he dedicated to them. He's not dedicated for himself or for his what you call system that he made it. No, he dedicated to all the masters. He did that. That's why he told me. I know that for sure. That's what exactly. That's why he named that Visayan style Portugal Lagamano. Uh, he dedicated
Do
to
you
all the
know?
master who passed away.
I think that's beautiful. Now,
Uh,
specifically, what FMA systems do you know Master Sonny practiced before he created his own system? Did he study any other
oh.
Filipino martial arts that you know of?
No, what I know from him and when I meet him is because I'm not really aware of Filipino martial arts before. He's the first my teacher who taught me the Filipino martial art.
Okay.
I don't even aware that we have Filipino martial arts before. Well, he told me the story. He grew up in Cebu. He knows this guy, these people right from like Dosi Paris. You know them, like Cape Cañete, the president. He knows him. He told me the story.
Oh, wow. Okay. It looks like we lost our guest here. I'm going to troubleshoot this as quickly as I can by messaging him on Facebook. Oh, it looks like he's back. Let's bring him back on.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you. You're back, sir. Sorry. Go on, please. Uh-oh. It looks like we might be experiencing some issues, connectivity issues on his end. You know how it is, guys. Thank you for your patience. I hope this has been so far interesting conversation. Sir Mary, are you there? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Oh, we might need to reconnect. So, guys, in the comments, help me out. Let me know because I really don't know too much about Master Sonny Umpad. Um, I know Guru Jay and Guru Greg, and I went to the Philippines and I spoke with the Jundis brothers, who shared some things with me, and then made me promptly swear not to repeat or share any of it, which I completely respect. That was really the first time anyone's ever shared Filipino martial arts knowledge with me, and then uh, asked me not to make any mention of it. So that was very interesting. But they are all gentlemen. My dealings with Franz and Elric, and even my online communication with Guru Jay and Jasper, or
Uh,
Guru Jay and Greg, have been
all
awesome.
right, sir. I'm back.
We're back. We're back. All right. Hey, good
Yeah.
morning, Angelo
Yeah.
Prado. Good morning, One Beer. I'm just reading the comments, sir. Okay, we're back. Thank you.
Okay.
So I
Okay,
totally
sir.
forgot where we were. Please continue.
Yeah, you was asking me. I forgot what you asking me. What do you call that?
Oh,
Which
what
martial
made
art is?
I asked you what made Master Sonny's mind different and unique in terms of martial arts. What, in other words, what makes Master Sonny special?
Oh, I cannot answer that question, but all I know is he grew up on this Crimador back in that's his story he told me back in Visayan, and he came over here in the United States and continued the arts. You know.
What do you how do you put together
Uh huh.
all of his teachings? How do you create your own interpret? How do you teach VSCK? Do
Uh
you
huh.
have the videotape still? Do you have notes? Are you going from memory alone? How are you able to
Well,
remember his teachings?
okay. What I remember is teaching. Well, I'm trying to teach what I remember him, what I remember who taught me. But someone, if I have any question, I ask Renato Alfonso. You know, for something I forgot. You know, so he's the one is there. He's helping me. You know, I know it's been a long time. I haven't moved up. Plus, all my videotape I left it on my uh, grandfather's house. You know, then I went
So it
over here in prison. Yeah. Yes.
okay, can you recover these videotapes? Is it possible for you to get these videotapes?
Yes, I can recover because it's already in there to my my grandfather's house. That's my storage house over there. You know, I used to live there, and um, I worked in my aunt's restaurant before in Alameda. Yeah, but all my belonging things, I leave it to my grandfather's house. That's what I leave. That's what my permanent, my resident. You know.
Wow. Now, I imagine, do you want them back? Would you like them to be sent to you to the Philippines?
Yes, well, I talked to my what do you call that? To my cousin, you know, to to uh to save those videos. I don't know. He's not responding me yet. I chat him. So I don't know what happened. But anyway, I know it's there. They're not gonna throw it away. I know it's there. You know.
Okay.
This is made
I,
in BCR. Yeah. Mm.
I'd be very happy to help you recover those items so that they are with you where you are.
Uh-huh.
So if there's anything I can do or the community can do to help you recover these items, I think that would be a good thing for you and your students
Yes.
in
Yes.
the
Yes. Yes.
future.
Yes.
Because I don't
Oh.
think anyone has seen these videos in years.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yes.
these are I would consider these tapes that you have
Well.
at your grandfather's house as a
Well.
kind
All
of
of
a
us.
treasure.
Yes. Yes. It is a pleasure. Yeah, all of us. As that's what he does. So all students. You know, he got his own tape. Even Jay or Greg and them. They know the rules. You know. Once he gets a tape for you and have one for himself and one for Maestro Sunny. Yeah, that's what he does.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm having a hard time with that. That's why sometimes to remember because I don't see those things anymore. So that's why I always ask Renato Afonso what is this? You know, if I have any problem or you know like something I forget, I ask him and you know he helps me out. You know.
I see. Hey,
That's
I'd
why
like to
he's
ask
good.
you
Yeah.
about Kelly Warden.
Yeah. Kelly Warden is good. Thank you for Kelly. Lato Kelly Warden. Thank you very much to him because of him, that's why I'm here right now. I really appreciate for helping me. Yes. Yes.
How did you two
Kelly Warden.
meet?
I
How do you
seen.
know each other?
Well, I seen Kelly before when I lived at 1995, something like that. when Maestro Sonny went to his seminar, I don't went to his seminar, one time before he went to Maestro Sonny's, I know he's gonna do a seminar with Dr. Kelly Warden. I used to see Kelly Warden's magazine, in Black Belt magazine, in Kung Fu magazine before. So, and I remember when he went 1995, I think, seminar with them with Renato Alfonso. I remember that day because that day when we are training, so next day they went to what do you call that, to a seminar with them. So his house is closed. Nobody, no student come around because Maestro Sonny Umpad is not there. So I remember that time we were there. Yes,
Mm.
yeah, I know him
So
very
let,
well. Mm.
yeah, it was actually Datu Kelly who spoke to me about you and said you had a very
Yes,
interesting
yes, yes,
story
yes,
and a different perspective
yes,
when
sir.
it came to VSCK. And so I like to use my platform as a way to, to give other people who don't have an opportunity to have their stories told to be told. So
Yes,
let
sir.
me ask you this very simple
Hmm.
question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that students of VSCK, do you think they should visit you in the Philippines, and why?
Well, it's up to them if they visit me. Yeah, why? What I say is up to them. If they visit me, it doesn't matter to me. All I know is I continue what I learned from my Susani, and we have a branch in Australia with Sipu Dana Wong, and I have this my student here in continue what I'm doing. You know, if they can visit me, fine, they're welcome. But if they don't, if they don't, what I rejected me or something like that, I you know, what I'm saying is, I, I I have no problem for that. I mean, I'm just doing whatever I learned from my Susani. Just continue what I learned from him. And also, while I'm training, teaching my Susani Umpad's system, I also have Grandmaster Rodel Dago is close to me here. So once in a while, I train with him also as a private. Yes.
I see. Oh,
Yes.
in
Yes.
in my opinion, it seems like you and Master Sonny had a very unique and special relationship. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
personally speaking, if I were a student of VSCK, I would want to know, because so much of the Filipino martial arts is just putting pieces together. Oh, he taught me this, he
Uh
taught
huh.
me this, he shared this with me.
Yes.
It
Yes. Yes.
seems
Yes.
to me
Yes.
you have a very important piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Would
Yes,
you
sir.
agree?
Yes, sir. I agree, sir, because he's my first student who taught me. It's like a family. He take me like he's my big brother.
Mhm.
Uh, he's not only with sometimes when I screw up, he get mad at me. He really got. But
Yeah.
now I realize why he's getting mad at me. I realize now all these things. I used to be stubborn also before. I was with him, but I remember that when he was teaching, he getting mad at me and speaking our language, Tagalog, and he was teaching this guy's American guy, and he's getting mad at me. He's speaking to me in Tagalog, and he's teaching it. Yeah, I screw up many times, but he get mad. He really, what do you call that? Sermon. I forgot that in English. Sermon. I don't know what you call that in English.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
said he would give you a sermon.
yeah, 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 yeah. He's like a big brother to me. Maestro Sonny Umpad. I know. I bonding with him at night. After we train, I do bonding with him, and his girlfriend Elena. Elena is like my older sister. I know them real good. And he's a good dancer. He's Maestro Sonny Umpad. He's a cha-cha dancer in the hospital.
uh,
And I know him very well. Yes, yes.
did you guys drink
Mm-hmm.
back in the day? Did you guys party?
Uh, no, we don't drink. He doesn't drink. We
Oh, he
doesn't
doesn't
drink.
drink.
He
What?
doesn't drink.
A
Yeah,
Filipino martial arts master
but
who does not drink?
no, he don't like to drink. But his brother drink though.
Okay.
Benji, his brother drink. One time, I remember one time, his brother get drunk, hella drunk, and he's going away. And Maestro Sonny Umpad, he tried time to stop. he didn't stop. And Master Sonny Umpad used to beat his brother up because he's kind of drunk. Next day, Master Sonny Umpad is regretting. He feels sorry about his brother because he beat,
Uh,
beat him up.
you beat him
He
up.
got drunk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know him real good. I know they are like they are close like this, family. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Were
Mm.
were you a different person back then than you are now?
Yes, I'm very different person because before I used to party a lot and I screw up a lot. I don't want to tell you that, but this is the past. But now I came over here, I changed. I totally changed, and I used to smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarette anymore. I
Hmm.
don't drink anymore. I just I am now also a pastor at church. I'm now
Well,
yes,
wow.
yes, yes. I changed.
You're a very different person than you
Yeah,
were.
yes. I changed.
Mhm.
I changed now. I also now pastor a church. Every Saturday before when it's not locked down, I used to go to prison to jail here in the Philippines to teach
Mhm.
what you call Bible study on this prisoner. I tell
Wow.
them, I testimony what I did before. I did. I agree. I did a lot of screw up before, but now I changed. I changed. No more. I am clean and sober. You know what I mean.
Hmm.
No drinking, no alcohol, none of that. It's straight.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
And how often are you training yourself in Filipino martial arts?
Almost every day. I train over here and I video make. I have my I put a videotape. I put sometimes I press right there in ATMA. My some of my video. I seen up there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
yeah.
I seen some.
Yeah. I got my student over here. He's still youngster. He's there over here right now. Then that's why I continue, and every Saturday I have Zoom with Sipo Dana Wong. He's a
Okay.
Wing Chun teacher in Australia. That's why I connected to him. Yeah.
Oh,
So
if you were
that's a
if
branch.
you if you were going to teach me VSCK from the beginning,
Uh huh.
tell me about our first 3 days. So
Well, first 3 days I'll show you the foundation first. The footwork and maintaining the alignment. The lakang and all that. Footstep. And the pendulum and pendulum. How to maintain your range, pendulum, and all that. Going back and
well, this is interesting. I'm back to being alone again. Guys, I hope you're enjoying this interview. It's fascinating. So this man right here lived in the Los Angeles area, served as the cleaner for Master Sonny Umpad, and in exchange, he taught
yeah,
him the
yeah.
art. That's a very
Oh,
interesting dynamic.
hello.
Hello,
uh,
we're back. We are back.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so yes,
Uh,
so tell me about if you were going to teach me via CK the first 3 days, you said we will cover the fundamentals. What's going on here? This is live. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're waiting. Spinning. Okay. Looks like we're back. Defensive tactic systems. Greetings from Guam. Yo, let's see here. Greetings. Thank you. Let's see here. GM Snooky Sanchez being one, late 200 Mentabosa. That's a Sunny train with from Cebu to Hawaii to San Francisco. Stockton had so many great styles out there back in the day. Yeah, that would have been an interesting time to live in, man. Especially with Filipino martial arts being where it is today. It'd be kind of cool to take a time machine back in the day, really, just to see what those guys were like, how they hung out with each other, what the dynamics were of their relationships. Hello, sir. Master Mario looks like he's back. I really apologize about the technical difficulties. It is currently beyond my control. Trying our best to work out here. If you guys have any questions, please chime in, especially students of VSCK or anyone interested in this system. It looks like Master Mario is still frozen. I'll share with you some of my first points of contact with VSCK. It was through, Guru Jay and Greg and Franz. I just fell in love with the footwork. The VSCK footwork is extraordinary. It's fluid. There's a grace with a VSCK footwork, unlike any other Filipino martial arts footwork that I've ever encountered. And I don't claim to understand it. Best I can do is mimic it, and it feels good. Feels good to execute VSCK footwork. Anyway, sir, it sounds like you're back. Can you hear me? Sir, Mario, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I was just talking about my first contact with
Yes, sir.
VSCK.
I'm back. Yes, I'm listening.
Good. Okay, I'm happy to hear it. So,
Yes, sir, I'm
for
listening.
those who don't know
yes,
anything
yes. I'm
about
listening.
VSCK,
I can hear you.
Fantastic. Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna have to navigate through this delay here. Okay, Sir Mario, I have a question. My question is, what do people need to know about the
Yes, sir.
VSCK system if they know nothing about it?
Yes. What they need to know? Say it again. You're cutting off. That's why.
I'm sorry. Okay. If people don't know anything about VSCK,
Say it again, sir.
how would you explain
Say it again, sir.
VSCK
You're
to
cutting
them?
off. That's why I didn't hear your question. Hello? Hello. Say the question again, sir.
I did.
You're cutting off. Hello?
Hello. Okay.
Hello?
I am going to briefly remove him from the studio here. I'm going to kick it from the studio. Okay. Now, hopefully he clicks on that link again. Yeah, I was going to. Thanks, One Beer. I think there's a delay both in audio and video. So, yeah. Wow, this is interesting. Dealing with technical difficulties like this. I'm going to wait for him to get back, and then we're going to wrap this up. So if there's any pressing questions that you guys might want to have about this really fascinating gentleman, let me know. Let me know. Oh, okay. It looks like we've got some questions over on Facebook. I'm going to just check that out. We have Master Alvin. The fluidity is amazing, no matter which practitioner is demonstrating. We got some comments over here. VSCK is awesome to watch. And again, we're waiting for him to get back. And just to recap, you guys, this happens so much in the Filipino martial arts. You know, it's unfortunate that his story isn't necessarily unique. You know what I'm saying? Because of the time and the place and the circumstance that really bred Filipino martial arts greatness and the turmoil and the uncertainty of the time, especially from the Filipinos who were actually living in those times, you often see fragments, right? And in the best of scenarios, when the founder or the system head passes away, these fragments almost use that tragedy as a catalyst for unification. Mostly that's not the case, because mostly, there's going to be a disagreement over a recollection of an event, a concept, a technique. Sometimes they can be huge. And unfortunately, or fortunately at the time, we didn't live in this social landscape where everything is documented, which is why I believe that it's important for every individual FMA practitioner out there to be documenting your journey. I've done this from the very beginning before I even picked up sticks, really. I've documented my journey. I wrote down my thoughts. I expressed my opinions. I have been vilified, crucified, and praised for sharing them. Mostly, I think people find my journey particularly interesting, but I don't think most people understand the depth of why I do these things. And I do these things as really as a result of what we all have seen and experienced with the fragmentation of information. And so I want there to be, if I end up becoming worthy of my discoveries being passed on, I want no doubt about what I thought about this and that. And so documentation is absolutely necessary. It's an exercise in sometimes it can be looked at as a little bit self-absorbed, but I don't see it that way at all. So we have Master Mario back here. How are you, sir? There's that delay again. Hello.
Pero ang audio po, hindi po talaga all.
Ah,
Pero ang audio po, hindi po talaga all.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Okay, I think we're gonna have to pick this up at another time. We're experiencing technical difficulties. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I promise if there's any sort of, if there's even one request for Master Mario to come back on air and to continue to tell a story, I promise to do that. And also, for anybody listening right now, somebody whose story ought to be told as part of the retelling of Filipino martial arts, whether that's all of Filipino martial arts or a specific system. If there's anybody whose story deserves to be told or deserves to be heard, but aren't getting the opportunity to do that, I don't care who it is. I will be there for them. I want to play a role in this. You know what? Let's give this one more shot. Sir, can you hear me?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, sorry about the technical difficulty.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. My maybe the signal, is hard signal here sometimes in Batangas. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
By the way, I'm also Batangueño. I was born in Puri, San Antonio.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, near Lipa.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Grandmaster Rodel, right?
Yeah,
Grandmaster
I've never met him, but he's somebody that I would like to meet one day. So, sir,
Yeah, he lives. Yes, sir.
how do people find you?
What? How did people find me?
Yeah, Facebook. Do you have a website?
I got Facebook, and I also have my own YouTube.
What's your YouTube
I have my own
channel? I would like
Mario
to
Fernandez Quiroz. Mario Fernandez Quiroz Eskrima. Mario Fernandez Quiroz Eskrima.
Okay, guys. Hey, there's a few people watching right now. I want you to go check that out. Check out that YouTube channel. Get a hold of Master Mario Fernandez Quiroz here. Sir, is there anything that you would like to say to the FMA community, to the VSCK community? As
I would say thank you to I say thank you to everyone that supporting me and there for me no matter what. They are watching my video and so thank you so much. And I'm not perfect, I'm saying I'm good and all that. I'm just that I'm so part of learning. Sometimes I kind of not, maybe my move is not that good just like the others, but I'm also learning. I'm not saying I know all of it. I'm still learning. I'm still learning about continue because it's been a while that I've been training. So now I'll continue. So I would like to thank you to everyone. Thank you so much for supporting me and being there for me. You know,
Well,
that's what I
sir,
can say, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a request. One day, if it's okay,
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
would like to take a private lesson with you on Zoom. And
Yes, we can do that.
yeah, okay.
Yes,
I
sir.
would
Yes,
I
sir.
would
Yes, sir.
I would love to do
It's my
that. And then
pleasure.
with your permission, I want to share my thoughts and to
Yes, sir.
share my opinions about how you teach and what part of VSCK
Hmm.
you hold. If I can do that, but
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
uh, please don't call me. I feel
Yes, yes,
terrible when
sir.
you call me sir. Please just call
Oh,
me Paulo. I call
oh,
you sir
Paulo. Okay,
po.
Paulo.
Opo, opo, opo.
Okay, okay,
Salamat po.
okay, Paulo. I'm 57 years old now. I'm gonna be
Opo,
58 soon. Yeah, I'm getting
opo.
there, getting old
Y-
myself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, well, I just want to, I say that because I just want to respect it, I don't want to show the
Oh no,
disrespect. That's why I say
no sir, no sir. No
that.
disrespect taken at all. And I feel terrible. I'm sorry. I should have said something earlier. Yeah, please
It's
don't call
okay.
me sir. I feel terrible.
Oh, okay po, Paulo. Sige lang. You speak Tagalog too? Can you speak
Opo,
Tagalog? You
marunong po
understand?
ako magtagalog. Opo,
Oh, ayos
syempre.
pala eh. Ayos yan.
Marunong
There's
ako
my student right
magtagalog.
here. Yeah, yeah. I got my young
Oh,
student.
ilang
Uh,
ilang taon na po
how
siya?
old are you? Okay.
Thir 13.
He's 13 years old now, but I used to teach him. How old are you when I used to teach you?
Mga 8 po ata yun.
8 years old. I used to teach him when he was 6 years old.
Can
I
I
got
ask
this
him a
youngster.
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
What Why are you studying Filipino martial arts?
Since I love
Why?
our culture and
Ah,
since I have some free time and I'm not really that busy right now since I can finish my studies like quite fast and I just want to learn more about our past and our culture.
wow. Can you tell me why you like your teacher? What
Well,
makes him a good teacher?
he's kind. Plus, he's a good friend of my grandfather, and he usually helps us be calm when we're getting angry at because we can't learn a certain topic.
Hmm. So he's very patient.
Yes.
He's a very Now, have you used your Filipino martial arts against your classmates?
No, but I
Good.
have used it once against someone who broke my bike.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
but I kind of
I
regret that since I had to pay for the bills.
oh no. Oh, I guess it really worked. This Filipino martial arts that you're learning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her eyebrows are popped and they had to fix it and something.
Wow. I hope you meant his eyebrows, but was it somebody older, bigger than you?
Yeah, he's quite older than me, but not that much.
Okay, okay. Hey, what's your
What?
name, young man?
Andrew.
Andrew, thank you very much for speaking to us today. Thank you. You are a very intelligent and sharp kid, and I have no doubt that your master is has something to do with that as well. So keep training, okay? Keep training. Let
Yes,
us
sir.
know. Let me know if you need any equipment, if you need sticks or something like that. I'll make sure that you continue your Filipino martial arts studies. And I'm
Okay.
glad
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
you're welcome. I'll go speak with Master Mario now.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Yeah, that's one of my students.
Very smart. Very smart.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
smart kid.
He's smart in school too, sir. He got high good grade in school. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yes,
impressive.
sir. Yeah.
Well, hey, it's been a
Uh,
pleasure getting to know you.
yes, sir.
Please stay in contact with me on
Yes, sir.
Facebook and let me
Yes,
know
sir.
if there's anything that I can do to support you and to help you
Yes, sir.
grow VSCK in Batangas. I think it's
Yes,
important.
sir.
It's amazing that you have a young man there that
Yes,
you
sir.
are sharing our culture with, because God knows even in the Philippines they need exposure to the Filipino martial arts, and to have a
Yes,
master
sir.
like you by his
Yes,
side,
sir.
that's incredible. That's amazing.
Yes, yes, sir.
Let's stop calling me sir.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I mean, Paulo. Yeah, Paulo, yeah.
Sir,
Paulo,
we call it,
oo nga pala.
oh,
Paulo.
okay po.
Oo nga pa. Oo po. Opo,
Okay.
Paulo. Totoo yun.
Opo, sir. So
Pasensya na po. Hmm.
thank you,
Excuse
sir.
me. This is my first time interviewing me. That's why I'm kind of a little bit nervous, you know.
Oh, it's okay.
I never had no interview to me before. That's why.
Well,
Excuse me.
okay. I'd like to say this then. If there is
Okay.
anything, if there's anything after our interview
Okay,
that
Paulo.
you
Okay.
that you wished, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that, maybe I should have
Uh-huh.
told this story, we will
Uh-huh.
go again. We will speak with each other again on this platform.
Okay,
Okay?
salamat po. Opo, salamat. Salamat. Paulo.
Opo. Oh, sige
Salamat,
po.
Paulo.
Okay.
Sige.
All right. Master, thank
Alright.
you very much. Maraming salamat po
Walang
sa'yo.
anuman. Walang panuman, Paulo. Walang anuman. Sige.
Okay. Bye-bye. Wow, that was really cool. That ended up being really an interesting conversation. Guys, that was the first time I've spoken to this man. That's the first time really we've communicated face to face. I kind of I before we went on air, I wrote him a message on Facebook and I said, "Hey, is it okay if we go live? If you want to record it, that's fine." And he was like, "No, let's go live." And so I want to thank you guys for your patience and dealing with some of the technical difficulties that we went through. I have a feeling, and I think you guys ought to have this feeling, right? That there's more to this story. There's more to this man. And there's more to the allure of VSCK and Master Sonny Umpad. And that is perhaps a grain of sand on this Filipino martial arts beach. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a boulder, maybe it's a segment of the beach. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in, for listening. Thank you for putting up with my expression of the Filipino martial arts. It's not always right, and sometimes it's funny, which can come across, one of two ways, either as being funny or friggin' not so funny. And yeah, I want to open up this platform to Filipino martial artists, Filipino martial arts instructors, particularly those back home who have a cool story, who want to clarify. I think now is the time. Now is the time to do it. We live in a very particular and special time where things are documented, things are preserved in your own words. We've never had that before. It's a tragedy that we lost a lot of the detail and nuance of our near history in Filipino martial arts. And so, once again, I'd like to reiterate that if you're a Filipino martial artist, and whenever you have the opportunity to not only record, the masters and the teachings and the conversations of the seminars, maybe Zoom sessions if you're allowed, but to record yourself. You never know. You never know who you're going to end up being. And if for nothing else, you would have documented a journey that was meaningful to you, that might be a cool thing for your grandchildren or your great grandchildren to watch. A lot of what I do is building these monuments, whether they're personal monuments, whether they're monuments for someone else. If I had a hand in chipping away at that stone, and now that it's taken shape, I can say that I was a part of that. You all can do that, right? You all have access to a computer. You have access to broadcasting platforms like StreamYard, which even if you got the free version, you're able to broadcast out there. You have Facebook where you can do Facebook live feeds. You have Zoom where you can record your thoughts, ideas, discoveries, and innovations. Share your thoughts, share your opinions. People aren't always going to agree with what you have to say, and sometimes you'll be vilified, you'll be ridiculed, you'll be trolled, but that's a byproduct, you know. That is the unfortunate byproduct of being opinionated, sharing these opinions, even if you're not opinionated and you're just in the act of sharing. There's a lot of history in Filipino martial arts, a lot of near history in the Filipino martial arts that unfolded in these forums back in the day that weren't necessarily moderated properly. And so there's a lot of animosity that continues to linger, and they are passed on to the next generation, and they're perpetuating the nonsense. And so this is why when I ask some uncomfortable questions, when I make certain propositions that might be outside of this norm that we've accepted, then yeah, but that's me. I don't really, I mean, not to sound arrogant about it, but public opinion is important, but not that important. My journey in expressing myself is way more important than what an individual may think about me. So I want you guys to consider that, because I speak to so many people who don't even film their sparring sessions, who don't, film important training sessions, because they're afraid of the peanut gallery's opinion. People who don't matter. What matters is you. You matter. Your journey matters. Your discoveries are valid, despite the fact that they may have already been discovered by someone else, by another system who's already made a claim to it. If you didn't know that that person did that thing that way and you discovered it on your own, that's valuable. That's absolutely valuable. That's worth sharing, and that's worth being proud of. And there will be detractors along the way. There will be people who misinterpret and twist things around. But the cool thing that we have today, each and every one of you watching this video today, the thing that you have at your disposal that none of our dearly beloved masters who have long gone, what they never had was a platform to speak to the world that they controlled. And don't you wish that they did? And wouldn't it be cool if we can somehow flip on a YouTube channel, and then there's the Master Sonny Umpad podcast, where all of his thoughts, opinions, and expressions of the Filipino martial arts are right there, documented by him. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool if we had that for Angel Cabales? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't it be cool? I mean, man, could you imagine a documentary crew walking around Stockton, in the, how far back do we go? Like 50s, 60s, at least the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Could you imagine that? We have that luxury today. We have that opportunity today. I'm sure a lot of these masters were just like you right now, just doing your thing. You've got your small group, right? Your local group, and word is spreading, right? And then they ended up being these legends that we all look up to. So that could be you, right? So share your discoveries, share your innovations, be proud to be a Filipino martial artist, despite the fact that sometimes they can be very crabby around here. Who cares? Be proud. Show your shit. Don't be afraid to fail. We all fail. We all get hit. Nobody's invincible. You know, these things don't work in sparring matches. And yeah, continue to promote, propagate the Filipino martial arts. And again, if you have a story worth telling, contact me. We'll hop on a podcast. We'll tell your story, and we'll ensure that future generations get to hear your thoughts and opinions coming straight out of your mouth and not based on the interpretations of other people, because it becomes very difficult that way. So let's do it. Let's do it together. Yo, I'm going to make a final request. If you haven't already subscribed to the FMA Source YouTube channel, just do me a favor. It takes 2 seconds. Hop on YouTube, type in FMA Source. You'll see my channel there. Hit that subscribe button. Go watch some videos. It really helps me out. I haven't done a podcast in a while. I do what I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not obligated to do podcasts. I'm not obligated to make any of these videos. I do it because I want to, because it brings me joy, and I feel like it brings other people joy, and it brings value, overall value to the community. So yeah, if you can do that for me, super appreciate it. If not, all good. Just your presence here is enough. And yeah, so if you found hearing from Master Mario Fernandez Quiroz valuable in any way, please, if you're to visit a YouTube channel, let it be his. Find him on Facebook. His name is right down there. Find him on Facebook. Let him know you saw him on this podcast, and let him know that, hey, you want to hear more of his story and that you're interested. And this is how we support Filipino martial arts instructors back home, you guys. Okay? Because there's only so much that we can type in a forum in defense of them. At some point, we have to be proactive. So if you're a VSCK student, I don't care if you're at the top of the ladder or at the bottom of the ladder, or if you're just kind of interested, right? VSCK, it's a super dope system. Man, aside from maybe Balintawak, I would say it's one of the most recognizable Filipino martial arts system just by virtue of how they practice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Pikiti Tertian, right? I love Calicis Illustrissimo and also Balintawak and Estacado de Campo. FCS, I love FCS. But yeah, if you're even the slightest bit interested in VSCK, look it up. You're going to find Guru J. You're going to find Guru Greg. Probably won't find Franz. Very, very private individual. And now, you know, we have another point of contact. We have Master Mario, and you put it together. You put the pieces together. You come up with your own conclusions. You find your relative preference that aligns with who you are and what your training goals and intentions are. And yeah, I'm doing a lot of talking. So for now, just, thank you so much. Thank you to all of you. Boom, right here. To all of you Filipino martial arts practitioners who are underground, down low ambassadors of the arts. I love you. I thank you. Please, please, please. Keep the conversation alive. That's how we keep the art alive. My name is Paulo Rubio, aka GN. This has been another episode of the FMA Dumpster Fire podcast. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
You're finished.
Get up. Never got no love. Gotta wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Launch the counterattack.